Obama, give me the keyboard.
Absolutely not. You've done nothing but play this game the entire playthrough. Now it's someone else's turn.
I have to agree with Barack on this one.
Like, look at this. Everything has mending. Everything has mending. Don't you have a job or a hotel or jail to be at?
Obama, I'm simply a grinder, the best grinder.
Yeah, I see that. We have this entire passageway or tunnel to the mob spawner that you built, and we have a bazillion chests to the side of it.
Hey, at least the Minecraft music comes in at the perfect time.
And let's not forget the off-screen decision you decided to make with the pig.
What about it?
I'll roll the flashback.
Forget what the audience wants. I'm naming the zombie piglin O'Bonald.
What?
What sort of name combination is that?
It's all of our names combined. It's an easy zombie piglin to remember.
My first name isn't Obama.
Hey, O'Bonald.
What a colossally stupid name, Donald. I genuinely cannot believe you've done this.
Obama, don't discriminate against O'Bonald, our very best O'Bonald. See, look at how happy he sounds.
He sounds like he's in the middle of food poisoning.
That's our lovable guy O'Bonald for you.
Well, since I've been dethroned of my keyboard privileges, what's on the agenda today, Obama?
We have multiple things we can do. I noticed that you maxed out the trading on the cartographer villager, and we have an ocean explorer map and a woodland mansion map that we could use. Or we could go to the nether and explore around there for a bastion.
Easy, the woodland mansion. That sounds like a castle we can claim.
Woodland mansions are super fun to raid and way less dangerous than exploring the nether.
Interesting. Why not an ocean monument?
It's more annoying to traverse, and there's not really anything valuable there besides sponges, which we don't really have any use for.
We're not trying to serve Krabby Patty, so there's no point.
And here it is. I just gave you a bunch of gems. Don't mirror me.
How far away is that thing?
Woodland mansions spawn really far away from the world spawn, so with that being said, this is thousands of blocks away.
Well, it's a puny map, so I might just go get some paper and expand it.
By the way, Donald, we have got to do something about these chickens.
The cockpit stays, Joe. The cockpit stays.
There we go. And domain expansion.
And now the map is extended.
It got rid of all the... That is horrible. It looks like a cereal label.
It's also too far to the left, so I'm expanding it again. I can't do it a third time.
Yeah, you see that small dot in the corner? That is us. So that is how far we are away from the Woodland Mansion.
Now would be a great time to get a horse and a saddle, but the game doesn't like us. I guess villagers don't like the fact that there's a white man in the group.
That has nothing to do with that, Donald, but you can think what you want to think.
I'm not going to lie, Barack, that map is so big that it doesn't specify where exactly the Woodland Mansion is. I don't think we'll have a problem finding it, but just in case, we should grab another map from the cartographer, this time the original size.
You make a good point. What would we do if we lose Donald on the trip there or something?
Celebrate.
Coming from the guy that tells directions like he's in a corn maze.
All right, and here's our maps. Let's look at this one. We're right here. And all the way over there is the Woodland Mansion. Yep, this is going to take a while.
How far did you say we gotta go again, Joe? Half the wall of China or something like that?
Essentially, we have to travel across the Mongolian Empire.
And we're just going here to conquer this place that isn't doing anything to us? Really making my European ancestors proud.
A tale of two ancestors, because I'm about to betray mine.
Pillagers are typically the conquerors anyways, so it's not like we're losing anything.
Joe, is that what's at the Woodland Mansion?
Yeah, it's like a pillager outpost decided to move into a Home Depot. It's huge, I think 3 or 4 stories.
Let me organize my inventory. Let's have all 3 maps to the right, and then our weapons and tools to the left.
And just like that, we're walking the Golden Brick Road to Oz.
Don't get me wrong, the Woodland Mansion sounds fun, very fun. But isn't it just full of pillagers, like you just said? How would it be really challenging?
Mainly because there's pillager mobs there that aren't available at pillager outposts. Some that are more difficult to kill, and some that do way more damage, even with our enchanted diamond armor.
If you guys can't see, I brought a bed with us just in case I can't find a village anywhere and we need to sleep. I don't want to die to any random mobs while trying to get to the Woodland Mansion.
I'm asking more questions than a grocery store grandma, but how do we even know where this thing is? Like what direction to go? The map doesn't give us a compass or anything, so we're just wandering around like a wild coyote, a very wild coyote.
I actually looked into that before we even started recording. So the map is always shown like a compass, right? So we need to travel northeast to reach the Woodland Mansion. All we have to do is not lose our direction.
Probably would have come in handy to grab a compass in case we get lost, but the village was close to the spawn anyway, so it doesn't matter. We could always just use our coordinates with F3, so...
Well, great. I guess we're Christopher Columbus that's about to take over the Americas.
Well, that's a bit of a tasteless comment.
Am I wrong?
Entirely. I'm not the type to take on my wrath on a random settlement. Unless, of course, they do one atrocious thing, and that's have pineapple on pizza.
Do you remember when Donald shot at someone because they were bumping loud music outside the old office?
And that's a village.
If I hear one Travis Scott ad-lib at this village, they're gonna wish they had pineapple on their pizza.
A village is pretty much useless to us now, right?
Besides the hay bales that you can get from it, yeah. But even then, hay bales are only good for bread and trading, and we already have enough back in the chests.
We're just caught in a tourist trap right now. We've detoured off of our main destination, and now we've been heckled by local farmers to buy their organic carrots, or we're going to suffer the wrath of an iron golem or something.
So many words, yet so little thoughts.
My bad, Obama. You were supposed to lay a TNT block in the middle of the village.
This does look a bit like pre-1970s Iraq.
No, it does not. This looks nothing like Iraq.
Then let's keep it that way and get you out of here ASAP.
Whoa, look at this mountain, Joe.
Yeah, they come in all shapes and sizes,
Ha!
but the most recent update can have huge mountains on it.
I think this just goes to show how little we've explored.
Perhaps it may be due to Donald expanding his palace rather than going out and exploring.
I'm not walking across Constantinople with just my shoes. I don't know why my villagers aren't making me a saddle. I guess they're out just using that sugarcane like a bed of roses.
Wow, they even have caves up there.
Yeah, that's bound to happen, but it most likely doesn't have anything valuable for us.
Are we there yet?
Donald, I want you to take a good look around and see if it even looks like if we are even close.
Well, it's close enough for me. I want this field trip to be over. 3 men in one boat just doesn't make sense. I'm claustrophobic.
I'll be honest, I'm surprised the boat is afloat with you in it.
With our luck, we're about to waterboard in the next 5 minutes.
Wow. So unique, guys. All the fat jokes are really great and unique. If only you told them to half of New York City and they might hit home.
I was more so thinking Kansas City.
How did both of you guys not say Dallas or Austin or San Antonio or any city in Texas?
Too easy.
Oh, would you look at that? We have another village.
You know I was joking when I said I was looking to colonize these villages, but if we want to go back to European roots, we might as well.
It's always refreshing to see these types of villages after being so used to the normal ones. It's like seeing an oasis in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, I won't lie. These houses look way better than the other ones. A blue bed?
Yeah, you can have color dye that changes the color of the bed.
That may be the coolest thing I've seen in this game yet. Never mind, it just got cooler.
It's hard to believe that colored sheets are causing this much of an uproar.
Obama, let me have my fun.
This is how you know that we've done nothing for so long. Different wood in a bedspread is getting us excited.
Cotton balls must be stuck in your ears again, Joe. Did you not hear what I said to Obama? Let me have my fun.
I don't know what a fletching table is, but we are stealing it.
Which ancestor are you upsetting with this action?
Certainly not his dad.
We are still nowhere near the Woodland Mansion. Goodness, this is gonna be a trip.
You guys didn't believe me when I said it was thousands of blocks away from spawn.
We've quite literally crossed the plains of Kansas and have yet to see a hint of a mansion. I'd just be happy to get close to Missouri at this point.
Man, this spyglass helps out a lot from seeing things from a distance. Like, what is this?
It looks like those one walkie things from Star Wars.
I think that's just a buried ship.
Oh, well, there's no point.
I mean, well, if we're gonna be this long already, we might as well be doing a bit of exploring. There's no harm in that.
Obama, we're 3 days into this journey and we haven't left the river. I'm pretty sure our villagers would have sent out a search party if I hadn't trapped them in their house.
Exactly. We're already this deep into the toilet, so we might as well enjoy the swirly.
What?
Oh, the dot finally got bigger. This is such a turning development. I really don't know how to feel right now.
We are getting closer, but keep in mind until we move one way or another on the map, we still have some distance to cover.
Oh, come on. We've sailed all 7 seas by now. I mean, the Flying Dutchman must know us on a first-name basis.
You know, now that I think of it, it might have been easier to discover an ocean monument.
Easier, yes, but more valuable, not by a long shot. In woodland mansions, you can get totems of undying, and those are really useful while running the hardcore world.
If we ever start a hardcore world, let it be known that I'm at the helm the entire time.
You are really good at crafting recipes for disaster.
Hardcore Minecraft with Donald must be an experience.
Once night comment at an iron golem and he'd have an early flight to the funeral home.
Just making sure the coffin is comfy for another president.
Pretty rude of you to talk about Barack like that.
Ignorance sure is bliss, Joe.
Obama, that does not look good standing behind that turtle.
I'm simply escorting them to the ocean, making their trip easier.
Wow, that's a really nice thing for you to do.
Yeah, helping out virtual turtles that have zero significance in real life. Meanwhile, half of Ethiopia uses falsely printed Super Bowl shirts as premier clothing.
Well, Mr. Turtle, I am hungry and I'm not a vegetarian.
What?
Guys, would you look at this? We finally made a dent into the map. We're officially close to the Woodland Mansion.
Good. All of this eating and watching you play makes a guy exhausted.
I sincerely wonder how you can be so alive for how you've treated your body.
The body is a temple, Joe, a very big temple that requires nutrition and energy to survive, like a KFC.
Of course, Donald would like a KFC, debatably the worst fried chicken that you can get. Also, I'm looking at this map and the dot is moving as we're going forward, and as such, I have an orientation on where we need to be going. And would you look at that, we also have a village ahead.
Saying KFC is the worst fried chicken while Long John Silver's exists is outright insanity.
Long John Silver's is fried seafood, not chicken.
And that's why they're failing. They need to learn a lesson or two about making good fried food, starting with chicken. Very good chicken.
You know what? You win this argument. I back down.
This village is interesting. Look at this water. It just stays there. Is it because of the terrain or what?
It's possible, but it might be just because they organized the water a certain way.
You don't sound very confident, do you, Joe?
Donald, look, a saddle.
What? A saddle? A saddle?
It took long enough.
It is about time. It is about time that Donald Trump rides a horse off into the sunset.
That poor horse.
Why does everybody in this village look like Italians? Hey, Tony, where's the pizza?
That might have been the most culturally insensitive thing you've said yet. Wow, it just keeps getting worse.
Oh, babbity boobity babbity beebity babbity boobity babbity.
Never mind, I stand corrected.
Babbity boobity, boobity babbity. It's so fun to talk like Italians.
Again, I'm not saying nothing. That's all for your discretion, Donald.
Joe, I am so sorry that you have to be the one to entertain him, but better you than me.
Whoa, look at that.
I'm looking. There's another one behind it. Whoa, that is crazy.
Looking at blocks in the sky is so satisfying. The world render can just make it look so beautiful.
Forget the Woodland Mansion. That's where our kingdom should be.
Donald, you would dedicate your entire Minecraft existence to transporting a woodland mansion from a dark oak forest onto a sky island.
Obama, you gave me an excellent idea, the very best idea.
Can't even appreciate beauty and peace.
Would you ever consider relocating the base, or at least making another one?
That's a lot of chests that we have to relocate. And I'm not trying to enforce my privilege onto the villagers. It's all about being humble.
Clearly. I say maybe when we can get ender chests, but that requires Donald to get over his fear of lava.
I would rather throw you two down there and maybe O'Bonald before I lost my diamond pickaxe.
I like how the emphasis on maybe is over a fictional zombie pig thing.
He's the best fictional zombie pig thing, the very best.
He won't even be affected by the lava. He would just sit at the bottom of the lake, Donald, and you would still push us in before him.
That's funny, Obama. You don't have to repeat what I already said. I'm very aware of my own words.
I can't believe I'm the one that's going to be saying this, but are we there yet?